The Wreaths Across America Teach Award is given annually to an individual who has made a large contribution in teaching people to remember and honor those who serve in our military. That lesson is particularly important for our nation's youth, and no one has embraced the responsibility more than Nancy Willey. Mrs. Willey serves as a Wreaths Across America museum tour guide in the summer and has contributed greatly to the WAA educational curriculum. She was taken by surprise to learn she'd be receiving the coveted Teach Award.
I probably lost my breath for a minute because I was just so overwhelmed with such a great honor. And after I hung up, I went in and I sat down in my chair, and literally I was shaking. I was just so taken by such a wonderful honor because I'm just a little old school teacher from Maine.
Mrs. Willey may have borrowed that line from Wreaths Across America founder Morrill Worcester, who's been known to say he's just a wreath maker from Maine. If anyone can tell you about the Worcester family's passion and commitment to our nation's military, Mrs. Willey would be the one. You see, she taught both Morrill and Karen in high school and went on to homeschool their children. She's been with Wreaths Across America from the very beginning.
It's just fantastic and very exciting, very humbling, it's very emotional to see this happen and how it's grown, and to see Karen and Morrill, how invested they are. Actually, the whole family, the whole staff that works here are all invested in this project. It's just been a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's been a beautiful trip.
Mrs. Willey says our children need to understand what it means to sacrifice in service to our nation.
Our young people today, through no fault of their own, are living in a totally different society, and they're being brought up in a totally different environment than what I was brought up in, or Morrill and Karen. And I think that we need to get back to our roots, get back to the Constitution, get back to how our country was founded and the values that it was founded upon, and that they should, appreciate that we live in the United States of America, and they have all of these privileges, they have all these freedoms, where many, many countries of the world do not.
Mrs. Willey is featured in a YouTube video explaining the actual meaning behind the words we speak in our salute to the flag, and has inspired patriotism through her children's books, the second of which is currently in production, and it features Bailey the balsam fir tree. Bailey is part of the Wreaths Across America's Veterans Remembrance Tree program, through which replica dog tags can be placed on one of the balsam fir trees from which tips are harvested each year for the production of Veterans Remembrance wreaths.
As Bailey watched the Wreaths Across America van slowly drive down the dirt road out of the peaceful Balsam Valley, he was filled with patriotism. He sang this song. It came from his heart. I stand straight and tall, proud as can be. I am at last a family Veterans Remembrance Tree.
Wreaths Across America Executive Director Karen Worcester says Mrs. Willey continues to teach life's lessons on a daily basis.
And I asked her one day how she always got up every day and faced things. She's always cheerful and optimistic. And she said to me, I get out of bed every day and I make a plan to do one random act of kindness every day. And I honestly have tried to do that ever since she said that to me. Character. Any of the awards that Wreaths Across America gives, it's really about character. And caring for each other, being good citizens, and being a good teacher and a good citizen is why I think this lady is very deserving of this award.